All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostle, others of great millstone that rule well. And peace and salutation to all Akim doing and pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide. And a sincere shalom to the elect. Now let's get into this video here. This fucking guy, okay? He's a failure, man. Absolute worst breakdown of Revelation 7. Dealing with the elect. This guy just doesn't get it. He clearly doesn't get it, man. Okay? And it's not, oh, wow, Gino Jennings don't get it. Wow, he made it. Of course, he's a 2/3. Okay? It wasn't given to him to know these mysteries, man. Matthew chapter, 13, 9, and 11? It wasn't given to him, man. This is why, more and more and more, as the brothers... when you came into this truth, when you're like 2 years in this truth, 3 years in this truth, you'd be like, why he ain't get it? Why he ain't get it? Well, the scriptures clearly tell you why he ain't getting it. Psalms chapter 69, verse 22, their eyes were blinded. This is a prayer of David. Okay, remember, it's 2/3, man. 2/3 ain't going to get this. A very small number is going to get this in the world. And that's the elect, okay? Not the rest of the world. Only the elect are going to get this, all right? Some are going to come in, walk in, grasp it for a minute. But like Sirach chapter 21 tells you that wisdom, Sophia, is going to lie upon him like a mighty trial, like a heavy stone, like a mighty trial upon him, right? As a matter of fact, let me just get that real quick. Hey, what's going on here? Some suspicious activity. It's supposed to be up. I never took that off. Slakia. Suspicious activity. Anyways, Sirach chapter 6 and verse 21. She will lie upon him as a mighty stone of trial, and he will cast her from him ere it be long. Right. So you see these individuals that come into this truth and they hear about prophecies and they want it to happen like this, but that's not how the Lord is moving, man. Okay? The Lord don't move like on your time. He does it when he wants to do it. So if they don't see these things popping off and happening, ere it be long, they out. Okay? He will do what? He will cast her from him ere it be long. Right. So let's get into these scriptures here about this Gino Jennings guy. Alright? And absolute worst breakdown that he fucked that shit up, man. Bad. This is why Jeremiah, Mr. Gino Jennings, says what it says, man. Those people over there always say that they know who they were. Well, according to the scriptures, let's just read it. Jeremiah 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies. Enemies, okay? Are all our enemies in one land? No, they're in multiple different lands. In the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. It says, and thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. So those people over there, they're always claiming that they know who they were. Okay? But the people who's scattered, the people who's lost, I go into a land, I have kids there, those kids grow up there, the next kids, the next generation, eventually, they will know who they were or what practices we kept. Okay? And especially amongst Jake, the curses are on us. All right? So let's go into something else real quick. Deuteronomy, same thing. Or Salakia, talking about the scattering. All right, Deuteronomy 28:64. Get it real quick. Deuteronomy, and you don't gotta be long on these. This is simple, Mr. Gino Jennings, we were scattered as a people. Okay, that's why in Revelation 7 is written the way it's written. Revelation 7 and 9. And if he really wanted to do what he was doing, he should have gone to Revelation 5 and 9 instead of Revelation 7 and 9, because when you go to Revelation 7 and 4, it talks about the elect from the house of Israel, okay? Man, I don't know who helped you set that one up, but you and them dropped through a hole. Deuteronomy 28 and 64, and Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people mean all people in the world, man, all nations, from one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Okay? And it even goes on to tell you, and amongst these nations thou shalt find no ease. Okay? Nations. Okay? We're scattered amongst the nations, amongst the people, all people. So he doesn't know that the seed comes from the father's bloodline. Okay? He doesn't know that. Let's get that real quick. Actually, you know what? Let's continue. I want to go into Baruch, get a couple things there. Baruch chapter 6, 11 and 18, 26. Oh, that's a mouthful. All right. Baruch chapter 5 and verse 6. For they departed from thee on foot and were led away of their enemies. You hear that again? Their enemies. But God bringeth them unto thee exalted with glory as children of the kingdom. Okay? We're sent away to our enemies. Okay? Slakia, something's wrong here. Let's see something real quick. No, it can't be there. It has to be right here. Baruch chapter 4 and verse 6. You were sold to the nations. See that? To the nations. It's part of the curses. Not for your destruction, but because he moved God to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies. Going back into that, the enemies. Okay? The enemies. All right? Plural. Enemies. Not just one particular. No, we're scattered amongst all of our enemies, man. Okay? Let's go into this one right real quick. Baruch 4 and 11. With joy I did nourish them, but sent them away with weeping and mourning. Where did he send us away? To all these other nations, scattered amongst all these other nations. Okay? Let me go into another one. Was that 18? For he brought these plagues upon you, Slakia, for he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hands of your enemies, okay? Because we're scattered in the lands of our enemies, all right? And there, like I said, the seed is of the Father. They're not going to look all chocolate brown Israelites, all right? It's not going to happen that way. And then you forget about the northern kingdom. They're a little bit lighter than us, all right? And then what about their seed that's scattered as well? See, Gino Jennings, he doesn't know these things. He doesn't, they don't know these things, man. That's why we don't even have to spend much time on things like this, but it's defending the doctrine. You know what I mean? Because he's coming at that Deuteronomy. You know what I mean? He's trying to swindle certain things up in there and poke on many different angles at different people, right? And he was trying to poke at us Hebrew Israelites. So we got to defend the doctrine. Baruch chapter 4 and verse 26. My delicate ones have gone through, Slakia, have gone rough ways, and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies, okay? Enemies. And what? We went into their lands, all right? Baruch 3 and 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. Thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from Yahweh our power. Okay, so he scattered us, man. We're in our captivities amongst our enemies, man. Okay? It's not hard. It's very easy. But these guys try to make it hard. Right? And they come in with their lies. Okay? And Numbers 1 and 4, Numbers 1 and 18. Let me get something. Well, actually, you could go up. You could start from 2. Okay? But let's go to 18. Okay. Numbers 1 and 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees, see that word pedigrees, after their families, by the houses of their fathers, not by the houses of their mothers or anything like that. The seed line is passed through the father. Okay? This is what Gino Jennings has to get through his thick skull, and many other people too as well. And they won't even try to I'm not gonna say entertain, but they won't even try to dive into it to see, yeah, maybe I've been going off, maybe I've been going off on this topic, But once the spirit is alert to you to know that, hey, the father, the bloodline goes through the father, okay? The lineage goes through the father, the pedigree, okay, goes through who? The father, all right? And once you realize that, then you realize that, look, what the scriptures are saying true. If I go, let me get this too as well. Yep. If I go and spread my seed in a so-called Chinese woman, all right, then guess what? My seed may look in, a couple generations like so-called Chinese, but the male heirs, okay, of my family, male off of male off of male off of male, they'll be Israelite. That's my bloodline. You know what I mean? That would be my bloodline. And that would be an Israelite, looking like a foreigner, looking like one of those other nations. Hence, going back into Revelation chapter 7. Well, anyways, let's go into this. So this is where Solomon, let me get something real quick. 1 Kings 11 and 3. This is going to Solomon, and had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines. And his wives turned away his heart. Okay, so now going into this, these seed that he laid with them and had with them, right? All those seed, all the males of, the offspring, they'd be all Israelites, regardless of what they look like. Okay, hence what I was saying before. If I went to a so-called Chinese woman, a Moabite, right? An Ammonite, a Hamite, even an Edomite, okay? And I put seed in them, the result that's coming out of there is of me, okay? Is of my bloodline, is of my lineage, okay? Man, these people, they weren't made to understand this. And it's clear to us to see, but you gotta defend the doctrine. But anyways, I was gonna go here, Revelation 5 and 9. And they sung a new song saying, thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof. Salakia. It's up a little bit more. See for Revelation 5 and 9. Yeah, Salakia. For thou was slain and hast redeemed us to God by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation. And who's that going to be? Going back up, Revelation chapter 7 and verse 4. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and they were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Okay, of the children of Israel. All right, and it goes on, and this is why John, he couldn't understand, because he's like, this ain't no. Those look like Moabites over there. They look like Ammonites. There's Hamites. I could clearly see these tall, rough-ass Hamite. He's a Hamite. Okay? That nigga's a Edomite. That nigga, clearly that stringy dog here. What is going on here, Angel? Because when he seen it, this is what he said. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, Revelation 7 and 13. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, what are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence came they, Salakia? And he said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said unto me, these are they which came out of great tribulation, and have washed their robes, and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Who's that? That's the 144. Okay? The hell's wrong with this guy? You know? This is why, we laugh at you guys, man. We laugh at these guys, man. Because you're not making no sense. Your congregation is confused. This is what happens when you take that wacky-tacky plantation Christianity drug. Alright? You get fucked up. You get messed up. Okay? So, no, Mr. Gio Jennings. You're wrong. Okay? Once again, wrong. Damn egghead. But anyways, I hope you're edified, Akim. These people are going to continue what they continue. Ezra tells you, Ezra 4 and 4 and 5, it tells you that they hired counselors against us to weaken our hands, man, and to frustrate our purpose. But it's not going to happen. All right? Nice try. So with that, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to all our Akim doing and pushing his word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide, and a sincere shalom to the elect. Matthew chapter 24 and 13 to you all. I hope you're edified. Lord willing, to the next time. Wa abad babal. Shalom Akim.